Mr. Chairman, the Minister, throughout her answers and introduction, has mentioned the issue of time constraint, and complexity of the issue at hand. And so I would like to know if there's anywhere in the document, the headline agreement and or the addendum, that mention is made of the possibility for St. Martin / the two countries, Curacao and St. Martin, to challenge any legalities that could further jeopardize the financial economic position of St. Martin, say, for example, for the period of 2 years. Time and complexity. Is there any way that we can seek to guarantee that if something comes up in, say, the next 2 years that jeopardizes the position of St. Martin, that can be inserted? Secondly, can we safeguard St. Martin from any liabilities, litigation that could arise from this three-party agreement? The entire matter of St. Martin's contribution, and then my question is, when will the agreements, so the income from the central bank as well as the obligations of St. Martin, be reflected in the budget of the country? The Minister, Mr. Chairman, referred to the question regarding profit and dividends to be paid by the central bank and stated that the last time dividends were paid was in 2022. Is it of 2022 or in 2022? And I ask this question because previous information indicated that the last time that the St. Martin received dividend from the central bank was in 2019. So did we also receive something in 2022, or was it another year paid in 2022? Mr. Chairman, I heard the answer to the so-called confidentiality and would like the Minister to go further into this matter of confidentiality and how, especially the central bank as the regulator, will seek to comply with the confidentiality rules of an enterprise that is receiving public funds. So what can the Parliament ask for or not based on that fact? I had asked and would still ask if it's possible to receive, based on the headline agreement, a so-called organizational breakdown structure. I'm a very visual thinker in terms of seeing and understanding, and that's why I'm asking for that kind of an organigram, which would be an organizational breakdown, the companies, the responsible ones in the different companies, when are we talking foundation, when are we talking company, and the management structure of such. I would like, if not yet provided and or with Parliament, to receive the loan refinancing agreement made last year between the Netherlands and St. Martin. It is not, Mr. Chairman, I'm hearing a little murmur in the back about questions. The Minister referred to it, and I'm asking to receive it, please. Thank you. I would like to understand what is meant with St. Martin having received the first right with respect to Mullet Bay. What does it specifically entail? What does this first right to purchase entail? And I want to repeat the question that was asked via interruption by MP Jacobs, and that is, are we to receive a redrafted headline agreement that will include the addendum, or it is two separate parts that we will have, the headline agreement as on the table and separate to that an addendum, or will we receive a text that will include the entire agreement? I would like the Minister, through you, Mr. Chairman, to, having mentioned pre- and post-emergency liabilities based on the regulation, if a further outline of the pre- and post emergency liabilities can be provided. The minister referred to the review after 15 years based on Article 7, sub 4 of the agreement in answer to my question regarding a escape clause. And I would like the minister to indicate whether this agreement requires that the monetary union remains intact for the duration of the agreement. My question is understood, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Understood.
I want to follow up on the answer given regarding the motion passed by the Parliament of Curaçao regarding seeking the sale or promoting the sale of ENNIA new, and ask if the central bank is actually pursuing the motion. So in all that we're hearing and seeing and reading, is that motion being pursued actively? So is part of the role of the central bank going forward that they seek? So not just in case somebody wants to buy, but they're seeking to sell it based on the motion of the Parliament of Curaçao. I want to get back to the matter of the Mullet Bay and my question regarding based on what plan has the central bank offered a part of Mullet Bay for sale? And the reason why I tie this into my question also regarding the court case, that based on what plan? So does the plan, based on what the CBCS is offering Mullet Bay or parts thereof for sale, in how far does it include the beach? That's a question I have been asking all along. And because the central bank, on behalf of Sun Resort, had asked about a building permit that was given. Was this building permit on or off the beach? The minister spoke of 230 million guilders as the verdict for the courts of appeal. Is that 230 million guilders thus far that verdict has yielded? I really want to ask if only, I understand the part that still have to come with the validation of Mullet Bay, but so I'm asking if that's if that's only the 230 million guilders. And then I asked, and the minister indicated, Mr. Chairman, that the cash flow will be presented to Parliament. So was it has been confidentially or to be presented to Parliament? Is that yet to be presented to Parliament confidentially? Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, briefly, I understood the minister to state that the agreement for the refinancing of the COVID loans is a confidential agreement, the one of last year. That's the most recent one. Did I understand that correctly? And if so, why? Why is that agreement for the refinancing of the COVID loans confidential? And secondly, this is an assertion, and that is given all that I've heard it been referred to as blackmail, as putting our backs against the wall, as modern-day slavery. And I, on those statements, ask if it is not time that we, in a very objective way, investigate, have review, and challenged the constant tying, linking, to use the words of the minister, of matters such as the loans, COVID loans, and others, to get certain issues pushed through, like is now being done again with this ENNIA agreement. So I would like the minister's opinion on that matter, if she can provide that now. Because and again, it's an assertion, assertion, I believe that is what the Parliament should be doing at this time.